just as far as getting into the game, what was the, it's very quick preparation. What was the message and anything like that as far as coming on like that?
Not too much. I mean, you prepare, you're on the bench as if something like that was going to happen. So I prepared the same way as if I was going to be starting. Schmetz told me what just kind of said, keep doing what we're doing. I've played a lot of games recently, so it wasn't like I was kind of throwing completely at it.
And then the goal, from distance, you're kind of right there. Can you kind of describe what you saw?
I mean, it's agonizingly close. Like pretty agonizingly close. I'm pretty pissed off, honestly. It's like one of those where it's an inch lower and I get a hand on it, it goes around the corner. Kind of as you dream of on the road against your rivals. Kind of back. Opportunistic, take a strike. Sometimes it just feels that way.
Is there any consolation in this? I mean, they do score a lot of goals. You guys defensively were limit them to one, and it was, a really difficult one. Do you take anything from that as far as the defensive performance?
I mean, yeah, sure. I think everything's still a little bit raw to be looking for too many silver linings and positives. Yeah, I guess you can always say that keeping teams to low percentage chances is a good thing. And the only other thing that I remember doing is about hitting it from 35 yards out. So probably defended pretty well, but it doesn't get us points.
Yeah, Josh, just in terms of the way you guys played, looked like, I mean, you contained them for pretty much most of the game, except for the long range shot, which he was open. You just talk about what the philosophy was, and actually work it down until the enforcement goal.
Yeah, it was important for us to kind of mitigate what their strengths were, and their strengths are kind of Evander floating in those pockets and their combination play on those counterattacks. And I thought we did a good job on most of them until the goal came. Kind of just being aware of where Evander was, because he liked to find those pockets and he likes to face forward and hit guys on the run.
And then just how frustrating it is, I mean, that high, to Jada's point, it's a high scoring team, you're holding them in there, and then you guys just couldn't find your open. You had a couple of chances. How important is it to try to score in this game? Yeah, you want to score. I mean,
you got to score to win, right? Yeah. We'll have to look at the film and see what went wrong on those chances. We got on the ends of a lot of set pieces today, and couldn't find one. We had a couple of chances, good combinations out wide where we were able to find guys in the box. But we got to create more chances. We got to score goals. But I think ultimately, we would have liked to keep them at 0.
And Josh, how did it feel to get your first start in a while, especially in such a big game against your biggest rivals? How was that going into it? How did you feel going into the match?
I was really excited.
Yeah.
I think this might be my first start against Portland in my career, which is a big deal to me. Playing against them in the academy and just them being our rivals and Cascadia Cup and everything. It's when I'm in the academy, this is the games I dream of, right? The crowd was good today, and we come down in Portland and try to steal points off of them. So it hurts to drop 3 to them for sure.
How stuck is he?
I mean, he's moved around. He seems to be okay, but I'm not in a position to really get minutes.
Andrews
some stitches.
Yeah. Like medical report, but
yeah.
But in the end, you know what? Just keeping them down to the 1 goal gave you guys an opportunity, and it looked like later on there, you guys were pushing up and had a couple of decent chances. How important was it that if you did concede, just keeping it to 1?
Yeah, I mean, we were in it till the very end. There's a scramble in the box. It drops to someone at the the 95th, 96th minute. Maybe we poke it home and come out of it with a point. And that you don't have an opportunity to do that if you concede another one. Throwing a transition, trying to do too much. So personally, I was thinking, making sure we were organized defensively, making sure people weren't too excited to get forward, so that we could stay in this game and that they're a good team. The band is going to hit people in behind if we give them too much space, and so if we kind of cheat too high, there's going to be space. So I thought we did a good job.
Matt, I'll throw to you on Zoom.
Great, thanks, guys. Jeremiah, I see your hand up on Zoom. You can go ahead and ask your question now.
Yeah, I guess on a week like this, where you're coming off a emotional loss to LAFC, what's the spirit like in the team right now?
I think the guys have a good attitude. Going into the locker room today after the game. Obviously we're all mad. We just lost to Portland, but a lot of the rhetoric in there is positive. Or trying to be positive. The guys and especially the leaders of the team look to everybody and say, shit like this happens, and we have to move forward, especially this late in the season. We have to take what we can from this game, and we have to learn from it, and we have to move on and take that to the game next week. Now next week is the most important game, and we're gonna do everything we can to take as many points as we can down this home stretch.
Thanks. Reminder for those on Zoom, please use the hand raise function if you'd like to ask a question. We'll go to Owen Murray next. Owen, go ahead.
Hey, thanks, guys. Just wanted to ask a little about what you took from the LAFC game into this one, and if you felt like that helped at all. They're similar games in a lot of ways, similar teams. Do you feel that helped? Do you think you improved in those moments?
Defensively, I thought we were good against both teams. You kind of count on one hand the number of saves I made in 2 games. I think. I think we played it a little bit differently. It was really comfortable, easy playing out from the back this time. So we had a lot of the ball. I thought we could kind of get into our shape pretty well. And stuff in the final third is 7 yards from me typically, so I'm not going to do too much on that. But I don't think the games were massively similar, honestly, given the way we went about it. We just find a goal.